Hello friends, welcome to my channel, Swapnil Facts, Education and Art and Craft. Today I am going to discuss with you all a very important topic in mathematics known as number system. So without any further ado, let's get started. Number system. There are 8 types of numbers. They are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, real numbers, complex numbers and imaginary numbers. Let's look at each of them in detail. But before that, see this Venn diagram. Natural numbers. Natural numbers are part of whole numbers. Whole numbers and natural numbers are part of integers. Integers, whole numbers and natural numbers are part of rational numbers. And irrational numbers is a part of real number, although it does not fall in the group of rational numbers. And complex numbers are a mixture of real numbers and imaginary numbers. So let's look at each one of them in detail. Natural numbers. A set of numbers which starts from 1 and goes to infinity are called natural numbers. Some examples are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on and so forth. Some other examples are 100, 110, 1000, 2000, 3000, etc. Note that you must note that natural numbers don't include 0 in it. Okay? So now let's learn how to locate natural numbers on a number line. See, this is the number line natural number. If you want to locate a natural number on a number line, just draw the above number line and circle the required number. Okay? So let's see some examples. Locate the number 6 on the number line. You just need to draw this number line like this and circle number 6. Okay? But now let me give you a tricky question. Locate the number 239 on a number line. How will you locate? Will you write from 1 till 239 and circle it? No. You will write from in the middle. 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 242, 243, 244 and 245 and so on. You will put 3 dots here and 3 dots here and then circle 239. Okay? Now, let's look at addition of natural numbers. Let's look at some examples. Add 5 and 3. So, how will you do it? See, you will first draw two circles and in first circle put 5 dots in it and in the second circle put 3 dots in it and merge them. You will get 8 dots. Okay. Now, let's add 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 3, 3 and 6, 7, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 8. Will you draw this many dots? No. So, see this. We will write the bigger number in the first and then smaller number in the second. And then at 8 and 3. 8, 9, 10, 11. So, 8 and 3 gives 11. 1 carry 1. You will put the carry over here and remember to add this carry over. So, 5 and 3 results in 8. But because of this carry over, we give it 9. And now, so 7 and 5 gives 12. So I put a 1 carry and 2. And then 5, 4 gives 9 and because of this one I give 10. 1 carry 0. And 4 and 2 gives 6. And because of this 1 carry I put 7. And 5 and 3 gives 8. And 7 and 4 gives 11. 1 carry 1. I forgot to give the carry. But you need to give that. And then 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay. So the answer is 71870291. Now let's look at subtraction of natural numbers. See this. Subtract 5 from 9. So draw two circles. In the first circle draw 9 dots. In the second circle draw 5 dots. And next draw the 9 dots and cut out 5 dots. Now count the rest of the dots. There are 4 dots. So which is equal to 4. So 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Now let's subtract 346 from 5767. Okay, so write the bigger number at first and then 346. So 7 minus 6 is 1, 6 minus 4 is 2, 7 minus 3 is 4 and 5 minus 0 is 5. Okay, Now let's subtract 456 from 2345. Okay, so you can see that 5 is less than 6. So how will you subtract? Put a 1 before the 5. You get 15. Now subtract 15 minus 6. You get 9. Now cut 4. We had borrowed 1 from here. So cut 4 and write 3. And write 1. We will borrow it from here. And 13 minus 5 is 8. Now as we have borrowed, we need to cut it and write 2 and 1. We have borrowed 1 from here. And 12 minus 4 gives 8. Now cut 2 and 1 as we have borrowed it here, and now 1 minus 0 is 0. Now let's look at multiplication of natural numbers. See, multiply 3 and 5. See, draw 3 circles. This is method 1. Draw 3 circles and put 5 dots in each circle. Now merge all the circles like we did in addition. You get 15 dots. And the other way is that draw 5 circles and put 3 dots in each of the circles. Then you get 15 dots. Okay. Now let's multiply 334 and 45. Will you make 45 groups and put 334 dots, or 334 groups and put 45 dots? No. We will do it like this. 334 into 45. See, 334 into 5 we will multiply. We will get 1680. Now we will multiply 334 into 4. But not 4, it's 40. So we will put a cross to ignore the 40. We will consider 4. You will put the carryovers here and need to add them. Now 334 into 4 gives 1336. So we will add them just like we did in addition, and the result is 15040. Okay. Now let's look at division of natural numbers. Example, divide 12 and 4. So draw 4 groups and put each dot like this. Put each one dot in each of the circles, and then put other dots also like this, and then you will get 3 dots in each circle. So the result is 3. So 12 by 4 is 3. Now, sorry, it will be divide. Anyways, divide 344 from 3. Okay. So 344 by 3 gives quotient as 114 and remainder as 2. We cannot do further, so we will leave it like that and write here quotient is equal to 140 and remainder is equal to 2. Okay. Now divide 234 and 2. Let's divide. When we divide 234 by 2, it divides exactly and leaves no remainder. The result is 117. So we will write quotient as 117 and remainder as 0, or you will simply write as quotient equal to 117. Q means quotient and R is the remainder. So this is the quotient, this is the remainder, this is the dividend, and this is the divisor. Now let's look at the properties of natural numbers. So but before we look at the properties, let's give a brief introduction about properties. So there are basically 4 properties. They are closure property, commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. So closure property means that if it falls in that particular group, if you do certain operations. Commutative property means if you reverse the numbers like a plus b, if they are equal, a plus b and b plus a, then it follows the commutative property. And associative property is that a plus b plus c in bracket is equal to a plus b plus c. Okay, so let's look at it for addition. So addition follows the closure property, subtraction does not follow the closure property, multiplication follows, and division does not follow. Commutative property follows the addition, subtraction don't follow the commutative property, multiplication follows the commutative property, and division also doesn't follow the commutative property. Associative property, addition follows the associative property, subtraction does not follow the associative property, multiplication follows the associative property, but division doesn't. And distributive property is that A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Let's look at an example. Sorry. 2 into 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 into 7, as 3 plus 4 is 7, which gives us 14. And 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4, which is 3 2 is 6 and 2 4 is 8, which gives results as 14. You can also do such examples. Now let's look at whole numbers. A set of natural numbers including 0 are called whole numbers. So these are a set of natural numbers. Discard this 0. Now see, these all are set of natural numbers. When you include this 0, this whole set becomes whole numbers. Note, you don't need to learn addition and subtraction and multiplication and division of whole numbers, but you need to note that if we add anything to 0 or subtract anything from 0, the answer is always the same number. And if we multiply anything from 0, the answer is 0. And if we do like 0 divided by any number, we get 0. But remember that a divided 0 is undefined because it is infinity. I will explain that in my next video, because why a by 0 is not defined. Now properties of whole numbers. As you know, the distributive property and the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so I don't give the distributive property here, you can understand it. Now closure property. Addition follows the closure property, subtraction does not follow, multiplication follows, and division does not. Commutative property. Addition follows, subtraction does not follow, multiplication follows, and division does not follow. Associative property also. Addition follows, subtraction does not follow, multiplication follows, and division does not follow. Okay. Now before we move on to the next, let's look at even and odd numbers. Even numbers are numbers that are divisible by 2, like 0, 4100 and 56. So 0 by 2, as I discussed, is 0, and 4100 by 2 is something, and 56 by 2 is also something. Okay, so they are all divisible by 2. And even if you check the last number, if the last number is even, then the full number is even. I gave you this trick. Now odd numbers are numbers which are not divisible by 2. Example 1, 3, 67, 6, 7, 6, 9, 35, 4, 4, 4, 9, etc. Okay, so these all are not divisible by 2. It gives a remainder of 1. So see, I am giving you a trick that check the last number. If it is not divisible by 2, then this whole number is not even. Okay, so as 9 is not divisible by 2, so this is not even. This 9 is also not divisible by 2. This is not even. 5 is also not divisible by 2. This is not even. So in my next video, I will show you how to understand the division property. Okay. Now let's look at factors and multiples. Factors. Factors are numbers which are exactly divisible by the original number. Example, factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7 and 14. So see, 14. If I divide 14 by 1, I get 14. So it is divisible. If I divide 14 by 2, I get 7. It is divisible. If I divide 14 by 7, I get 2. It is divisible. And if I divide 14 by 14, it is 1. Okay. Now one thing you need to note, that every number has 1 as its common factor. So 14 also has 1. 3 also has 1. 1 also has 1. 1 has only one factor, which is 1. And the number itself is also the factor of the original number, as 14 by 14 gives 1. Any number divided by the number itself gives 1, and any number divided by 1 gives the number itself. Okay. Multiples are numbers which are multiplied with the initial number. Example, multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 45, 63, 72, etc. So 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 are 27, 9 5s are 45, 9 7s are 63, 9 8s are 72, etc. Okay. So these all are divisible by 9. Note, there are limited factors, but there are infinite multiples, as you know. See, here are limited factors, and every number you choose, there are limited factors. But in multiples, as there are infinite numbers, so it will go on and on. It will not be stagnant at 72. It will be 900, it will be 7200, etc. and it will go on and on and on. Now, let's look at prime and composite numbers. Prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers which has 1 and the number itself as its factors. Example 3, 7, 17, 19 and 12. You know that 2 is the only even prime number in the number system. Okay, and 3 has the only two factors, which is 1 and 3. 7 also has 1 and 7. 17 also has 1 and 17. 19 also has 1 and 19. 2 also has 1 and 2. It is, although a even number, there it is also prime number. 2 is the only prime number. I am repeating it. It is very important for your exams. Please note that down. Okay, now composite numbers. Composite numbers are numbers which has factors other than 1 and the number itself. Example 4, 100, 34, 56 and 9. See, 4 has the factor 1, 2 and 4. 1 and number itself are the factors, and it has also another factor which is 2. 100 also has 2 as its factor, every number, and 9. 9 although is an odd number, but it is not a prime number, because 9 has factors of 1, 3 and 9. As 3 is a prime number, but it is a factor of 9. It is other than the number itself and 1. Note, 1 is neither prime nor composite numbers. Why? Because see, prime numbers has to be 1 and the number itself. But 1 has the only one factor, which is 1, as I said earlier. So 1 has only one factor. But 1 and number itself, it is 1. So it is not a prime number. And composite numbers also, I said that 1 and number itself other than 1 and number itself. So only 1 is the common factor. So there are not any factors other than 1. So 1 is neither prime nor composite numbers. It is an odd number. So here we came to the end of this video. I will discuss about the rest of the numbers in my next video. I will discuss all the divisibility rules and other things. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. So here we came to the end of this video. That will be all for today. Thank you.